Another item we can look is on population distribution and marketing. Population distribution and marketing. What do you understand by the term population distribution? It is the arrangement or spread of people living in a given area. It can also be defined as the pattern where people live or settlement pattern of people in an area. So that's the meaning of population distribution. There are some of the effects of population distribution on marketing of agricultural products. So marketing of any product can be a success or a failure depending on the combination of the 4 P's. So we're saying that when you are marketing any product, it can be a success or a failure. It will depend now on the combination of the 4 P's. What are these 4 P's? We're talking of product, price, promotion, and press. So, of course, this is just a diagram. At the center here is the marketing aspect affected by population distribution. So the marketing aspects affected by population distribution include price, product, promotion, as well as price, Let's start with the place. The price itself, it affects the direction of the flow of commodities. Areas with a large population have attractive markets than areas with low population. So most times, when it comes to selling or marketing agricultural commodities, there is a success where there is large population, in areas with large population, in places with large population. But in places with low population, it's always the failure most of the times. It also affects the length of marketing. In places with low population, the length of marketing channel can be short. For example, producer the producer can direct a sale to consumer since there are few people to deal with. So the producer can sell direct to the final consumer. On the other hand, highly populated areas, marketing channel tends to be long. The products most of the times from the point of production before it will reach to the point of consumption, it may go via several roads. Several marketing agencies can be involved. And also the price also affect the method of transporting the product to consumers. Low populated areas, head loads, bicycle loads are used, while highly populated areas, rollers, vans, trucks are commonly used. Since there is low population, if in an area or in a place there is low population, definitely the method of transporting can just be on head, bicycle loads, just because few goods will be required so that you meet the consumer needs. There are few consumers in that place, so you just need a little commodities to satisfy their needs. But in highly populated areas, definitely you are going to sell the commodities in large quantity. So if they are in large quantities, you need rollers, vans, trucks, so that you can transport the products and meet their demands. The effects now are depending on products. Products, it affects demand, more especially quantity of the products which are required. Areas with large populations have more customers, therefore requires more consumer goods. In order to satisfy the large demand, supplies must be available in large quantities at all times. It also affects the quality of the products offered in the market. The multitude of consumers in highly populated areas, some are ready to pay well for better quality products, rejecting low quality products. So in order for you to satisfy their needs, it means you should have, in order for you to sell more of the products, you should have those products with high quality. And also it affects the range and form of products in the market. Highly populated areas require a wide variety of goods since we have different type of people with different tastes and preferences. Therefore, you need the goods in various forms so that you can meet their needs, their tastes as well as preferences. If they need raw commodities, you supply raw commodities to those customers which need raw commodities. But some customers, they may need processed ones. So it means you should meet their demands by processing the product. So it will affect the range and form of products in the market. In terms of price, it affects demand for marketing services. Areas with large populations generally have a greater demand for marketing services than areas with low populations. The high demand increases the price that the farmers and middlemen get for their marketing activities. Most of the times, if there is a high population, we expect greater demand for the product. So most of the times, if there is high demand or there's high demand, it will increase the price. It will increase the price, making those farmers to maximize profit. But in low population, there is low demand, therefore decreasing the price of the product. It also affects supply of marketing services. The high prices for products or marketing services stimulate producers and middlemen to provide more and more products. This may result in saturating these markets and lowering price. So, high prices, this may stimulate producers so that there should be more producers selling that product which is having high price. As you remember last time, if the price increases of the product, we expect high supply. So high price for the products or marketing services will stimulate producers, increasing supply at the market. Therefore, middlemen now they are going to provide more and more products. So if that is the case, it may lead to saturation in these of suppliers in the market. So if there are more suppliers, we expect low prices so that they can attract more customers. And lastly, the last P is promotion. Promotion affects the choice of people to target. Most of the times, a good marketer segments the market in order to choose specific groups where promotion effort can be focused. It also affects the types of advertising method used. In highly populated areas, the mass media, trade fairs, and agricultural shows are more common. But in less populated areas, personal selling is more common. So most of the times, highly populated areas where you may have a different advertising method. For example, media, trade fairs, agricultural shows, so that you can reach more more buyers. You can reach more buyers at a small period of time. But if there is less populated area, you may just do personal selling. And also it affects the ease of launching a marketing campaign. It is easier to reach many consumers in densely populated areas. It is very difficult to reach more consumers where there is low populated areas.
Yanu kufunafuna mapunziro muzakhala wotumidwa moyo wanu wonse. Ngati simuphunzira anthu azingokutumani ajala kalime ajala kuchwe manyazi ajala katende yanti ndipo anthu ophunzira wandu wotuma so kwambiri. Ndiye ngati simuphunzira skulu akuyikirani aba mukhala otumidwa.